In Wootton High School, we have three main programs that lots of students like to take. The first one is STARS. This program is for math and science lovers. They're required to take an additional 3 science classes compared to the regular 3 that normal students take. STARS is great if you want to major in science courses. Our second program offered at school is called AOIT, which is a technology program for people who like either computers or architecture or things of that nature and really enjoy doing stuff with like physics and technology. The third program we have offered at school is called the Humanities and Arts program. This program is actually split into 2 sections. The Humanities section, which deals with social studies and English, and the Arts section, which deals with music and art. Students in the Humanities and Arts sections have also a couple more requirements that are more than the normal amount that students take. Those in the Humanities section have to take an extra social studies elective class, which might include another actual social studies class or fun classes like law and psychology. Those in the Arts section have to take a total of 5 credits of art, which can include anything in between music or art itself.
I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Hannah, and we are 11th graders. And we're here to talk about daily life of a Wootton student. So most people wake up between 5:30 to 6. Most underclassmen, juniors too, take yellow school buses to school instead of walking or driving because we have a farther area that the school covers. There's a farther school zone.
Our school buses usually arrive around 6:30, and it like depends on where you live. Like if you take a school bus, like if you're too close to the school, you can't take a school bus. You have to walk or drive. And so buses usually come at 6:30, and then you start the day off at 7:20. And we have 8 periods a day. And
every day.
This means that we have the same periods the same time every day.
Instead of block periods where you have some classes some days, we have every single class every day. So we have to do all of our homework for all of our classes every single day, and that's not fun. So we get a lot of homework because of that, and a lot of kids spend hours and hours doing it. So we don't really get that much sleep because we have to wake up really early to get to the bus by 6:30, and then we have to stay up really late for homework. So we have 8 periods a day. Each period is 45 minutes long about.
And then you get 5 minutes in between classes to walk and go to the bathroom.
And yeah, to transition classes. So each class it has a different teacher, and you have different students in each class. You have a different seat that you sit in. So you're the ones who walk from class to class, and you have different friends in each class. Some classes you don't have any friends in that, but you can make new friends.
And also you can have, it doesn't have to be your age group, like there can be like a year older or a year younger.
As you get older, as you go up in school, you kind of get rid of all of your requirements, you fulfill all of your requirements, you can take more electives, and there's a lot of mixed grades within that. You can take an internship in the afternoon, so you can leave school early for your internship, and that's allowed here.
Internship is basically anything that school approved that has to do with like outside of school, that like any kind of work.
It's like some kind of work that you do. It can be paid or unpaid. There's some, like, you can work at a law firm, you can work at the State Department, or like NIH, National Institute of Health. So there's a lot of different things you can do, especially here since we live right by DC. There's a lot of really cool internships you can take.
Period 4, 5, and 6 are lunch periods. You get 1 lunch period per your schedule.
So you get 1 lunch period, your friends could have a different lunch period. It doesn't matter by grade. All the grades are together. They just kind of randomly assign which lunch period you'll have based on what classes you're taking, like when the classes you're taking are offered. There's sometimes where you'll have a really good lunch period and you'll have lots of friends in it, and there's other times where you won't.
A lot of students during their lunch period usually go in for help, or they can go in and help other students, or like tutor, or like the writing center, and they basically do work. And also lunch is a closed, like,
It's a closed lunch. There's some schools you can go off campus and they have areas around where you can go to like McDonald's or like other restaurants or anything. We aren't really near any of that stuff, which for that reason they don't have what they call open lunch. We have a closed lunch because it would just take too much time to leave the school, go get your food, and come back.
School like day ends at 2:10, and you have a choice of going like doing a sport or joining a club that's meeting after school. Lots of people say after school for these clubs or meetings, and so when they get home it's really late, and then they have to start their homework, and then you're even up later because you have so much more homework, and
it's a bad cycle. Another thing, our school, some schools in our area do this, some don't. Our school doesn't have bells in between classes, so we have to look at the clock a lot to make sure that we're getting let out on time. Our teachers are the ones who dismiss us, so a lot of times they hold us in a little late. Sometimes they let us out early, but that's very rare. So
we trick our teachers.
Grade-wise, we have a website called Edline that we use. The teachers put the grades on
and assignments
onto this website.
And you can check like daily or when you can always go on this website and check what your grade is or what your assignment is for the next day, and it's really helpful.
They can put study tips on there, different like review guides and stuff that can help you study for tests at home, which is really, really helpful. So Edline is a good thing. Overall, our grades, we get two grades.
Each year we have 4 quarters, and 2 of those quarters is 1 semester. And after each quarter, you get the average of that.
Each quarter is 9 weeks, so every 18 weeks you have a midterm, you have a final exam, I guess, and so you have your first grade from your first 9-week quarter, your second grade from the second 9-week quarter, and then your exam, and the average of that becomes your semester grade. So you get 2 semester grade, you get 2 grades, I guess, per class for the year.
If it's not an AP.
So a freshman is the lowest class. You're a 9th grader. That's usually around 15 years old. And they're kind of looked down on because they're like the little kids still. Then you have sophomores who are the 10th graders. They're usually 15. They're usually 15 years old. That's the grade.
You have the juniors. Juniors is the hardest year. It's like when you
take all your tests to
apply for colleges, and
you have to start thinking about that. So that's usually, that age is around 16 years old. And then senior year,
it's
12th grade.
It's around 17 to 18, and it's pretty much your like free, fun year. Like you'll still have hard classes.
Well, the first semester of senior year is very, very hard because you have all of your college applications, and the colleges still look at those grades. They don't really care about your second semester grades.
Requirements though, so that's
it's still less requirements. Depending on if you are in programs, you might have a senior project you have to do that's very, very big, and that's very stressful. But overall, senior year is supposed to be a very fun year. We have specific colors assigned to each grade for Spirit Weeks. We have freshmen wear red, sophomores wear white, juniors wear blue, and seniors wear red, white, and blue because our mascot is
Patriots,
which is sort of like a symbol of the American Revolution. So he wears red, white, and blue.
We have pep rallies. Usually we're supposed to have, how many, 4?
I think 3.
3 a year.
It's at the beginning of each sports season. We have a pep rally, and all of the classes are cut short, and at the end of the day all the kids come out and they're all dressed up in their grade's colors. Usually the juniors and seniors are the most crazy, and they come out and you yell, and whatever class has the most spirit wins money for their class, which they can use for prom or banquets or whatever they want to use them for.